I think that Saints Row 2 coming out in August is a good position for us. I think having some separation between us and competitive product is good. We got to remember that open world is a genre. There's room for more than just one game in that genre. And importantly, Saints Row 2 is offering, we think, a much different experience in the competition. It's all about over-the-top, memorable moments, hyper-realism, things that are going to make players go, holy crap, did you see what happened when he tried this? And wow, did you see what happened when he did that? It's a very different experience than what some other games are looking to do. I think you combine that overall direction with the fact that we have co-op, where we can play through the entire single-player mission, single-player campaign and co-op, that gamers are going to want to get to more than one open-world title this year, absolutely. The aiming mechanic in open world games is a challenge to implement correctly. Thankfully in Saints Row 1, our free range mechanic for the combat system was nearly universally appraised. So we didn't change it all that much. If it isn't broke, don't fix it. What we did was we added some features to it. Number one, the over-the-shoulder zoom camera, so you can pick up enemies from a longer distance a lot easier. It's a lot more satisfying. But the core mechanic of the free look for range combat, we didn't touch that too much because, I think we nailed it in Saints Row 1. We wouldn't want to change at all in Saints Row 2. The central conflict in Saints Row 2 revolves around the player needing to reclaim Stillwater for his own. While he was in a coma, the vacuum left there was filled by 3 new gangs. They're very stylized gangs, very different than the urban gangs that you found in Saints Row 1. They're a little bit more over the top. It goes right with our direction of hyper-realism and over-the-top moments. So you have 3 distinct storylines, or story arcs as we call them, and you can play them in any order that you want. So that story structure is the same as Saints Row 1. However, all the gangs are very, very different and very differently stylized than what you saw in Saints Row 1 as well. Stillwater in Saints Row 2 is very, very different from Saints Row 1. In fact, every district has been touched to some degree or another. We're using the term comic book years, comic book time. The amount of change that you witnessed between the 2 games couldn't have happened in the 10 to 15 years it happened, but it doesn't matter. We're excited about it. We're talking about a 45 to 50% increase in size, 4 completely new underground districts that are a lot more organic, different feeling as far as art direction goes than what you expect from an urban environment. There's a lot of change, so I think what we're going to end up having is people who played Saints Row 1 and are fans of the franchise are going to have a great time exploring the city and looking for new things. And people that are new to Saints Row 2 are just going to be presented with a huge, very discursive and different looking environment that's very well polished and detailed. Saints Row 2 is shipping this year concurrently on the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 on August 26, 2008.